whenever you see price in kind of a sideways, you know, stagnating kind of state, think complex correction. It's an opportunity for buyers and sellers to make decisions, right? People can either go long, go short, right? The market's kind of paused. And that's what I think we're getting right here, right? And we are getting that as a result. So let's zoom out really quickly on the hourly time frame. We're getting that as a result of this support, which was our wave 4 on the way up, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this wave 4 was a complex correction, and now it's serving as a line of support, or a zone of support, right, on the way down, right? Because it was resistance on the way up, right? Now it's support on the way down. Hello, everyone. My name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is February 12th, 2022, and Bitcoin is looking like it's in another complex correction. It's looking like it's consolidating on support on its way down. All right, let's get into it. So we're on the 30-minute time frame just because, this is a daily show, so we need to go on smaller time frames to see any significant changes from one day to the next. However, the analysis still remains, and this setup, this idea of Bitcoin trading down in an impulse to the mid 30,000s, if not 30,000, is something we've been talking about for quite some time. I am seeing an impulsive move, and let's show that right now. Let's turn the magnet off. I'm seeing this as wave 1. I'm counting 5 waves here. I'm seeing this as a wave 2, the retest of this ascending support line, now turned resistance, right? I'm seeing wave 3 come down to about 39K, our support, and then a wave 4, and then finally a wave 5. And I previously said that I thought wave 5 was going to be an extended wave 5. I don't know about that now, and I'm going to talk about that in a bit. Okay, so wave 5 can come down to maybe 35, right? Maybe this area of support right here. Okay, so anyway, that's my count for this impulsive wave down. Where are we now? Quite simply, and I'm going to change the color on this, I think that we are in wave 3, okay? And wave 2, complex correction of wave 3. So that's what I'm seeing right now. Just make that white and make that a little thinner. So that's what I'm seeing. Like, we are in wave 3, but we're in a wave 2 correction, and that's complex. And one thing I say on this channel quite often is whenever you see price in kind of a sideways, stagnating kind of state, think complex correction. It's an opportunity for buyers and sellers to make decisions, right? People can either go long, go short, right? The market's kind of paused. And that's what I think we're getting right here, right? And we are getting that as a result. So let's zoom out really quickly on the hourly time frame. We're getting that as a result of this support, which was our wave 4 on the way up, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this wave 4 was a complex correction, and now it's serving as a line of support, or a zone of support, right, on the way down, right? Because it was resistance on the way up, right? Now it's support on the way down. So that's what we're getting support off of right now. This 2 wave was being supported by this line, right, of support. And so this is basically what you're getting. Obviously this is a daily show, but trading rewards the patient, right? You got to be patient. Let your setups play out. So that's what I'm seeing. I'm still seeing, as I said, this right here, this 39K region serving as good support. So I believe that wave 3 is going to end up right here, okay? And we're going to pull out the Fibonacci extension tool in a second to show why wave 3 isn't done yet. Although we're in wave 3 isn't yet done. Just statistically, it's highly improbable that that is the case, okay? So yeah, we have this zone of support here, and as I said yesterday, the Fibonacci extension tool does support the fact that this 39 to 40K region is a highly likely area for the end of wave 3 on our way down. Okay, let's zoom back in for a second and remove this. And so let's say that we can agree that this is a wave 1 impulse, right? Wave 2, if we take our Fibonacci extension tool and we start at the top of this, from the length of wave 1, retracement of wave 2, we see that right now we're essentially just at the 618. We're at the 618 of this move, and we know that the minimum extension for a wave 3 is the 1 Fibonacci extension, but they usually extend to between the 1618 and the 2. So this is why I'm saying again, the 39K region is a likely it's a likely stop. The 39 to 40K region is a likely stop for our wave 3 because that brings us to the 1618 region, right? 1618 to the 2. 1618 would be almost exactly where this support is, this area of support at 39K. Okay, so that's still what I'm seeing. And I'm waiting for that. And then last thing I'm going to say is I was saying before that wave 5 is likely to be extended because I have a feeling we will revisit the 30K region, but not like that. Okay, here's my sort of here's what I'm seeing right now, and this is just conjecture. Obviously, as more candles print, I will revise this. So I'm just throwing this out there. I do these kind of longer term plans in my head. I'm trading, but I always look a few steps ahead, and not making sure that, this is exactly what I'm going to plan or this is exactly what I'm going to trade, but just thinking what the market may offer, what the market may give us. I think this is a likely support for right here for wave 5, okay? Usually wave 5 is the extension, the 1618 in reverse 1618 of wave 4, or it's the 618 of wave 2, okay? So we can always measure that once we get a wave 4. That's not a problem, but just a guesstimate. I think wave 5 is going to end up somewhere here. Now, this is far short of 30K region and making a lower low. However, I still believe that we will make a lower low because remember, zoomed out, this is an A wave. By definition, an A wave means a break of structure, right? The trend for 86 days or so was down. This A wave broke the structure by breaking this 3-month resistance, right? And by making a higher high, right? So this is your A wave. Technically and figuratively, it's your A wave, okay? What comes next is a B wave. I see this as a pivot, right? Simply a pivot. And a B wave is comprised of 3 waves, right? So I'm seeing that we get this impulse becoming an A wave, right? And then something like this, a B wave taking us up here, and then finally another wave. So this is what I'm seeing for our B wave. And this is why I don't think that this wave 5 is going to be the wave that takes us back into the 30 to 31K region. And for those of you who are newly subscribed, welcome. The reason I believe that we're going to revisit the 30 to 31K region is if you zoom out on the daily or on a higher time frame, you see that there's a lot of support here. We have support between 30 to 31K region in the summer, between May and June in this Wyckoff accumulation. And then we had a lot of support in January of 2021 as well. So I think this is just a likely place where price is likely to move. There's a lot of liquidity in that region. So this is why I think ultimately we will have the price revisit that 30 to 31K region, okay? But I don't think it's going to be a straight line from here. I think we're going to stop here. We're going to go into a B wave, which is a counter wave. I don't know what it's going to look like. It's a B wave. It can go, right? A B wave can go from the 0.5 of A to the 1618 of A. So it can be a triangle, it can be a complex, it could be a simple three-wave B wave, it could be a number of things, right? But I do think that this resistance, this whatever we're being supported on right now, is going to turn into resistance. So my guess is that our B wave kind of finds a resistance here at this level. That's why I kind of instinctively drew it like this. This is just long-term speculation here. I'm not going to trade this right now. Obviously, I'm spitballing ideas as to what I think is likely to happen given what we're getting, right? Because, right, look, this is such strong support. We broke a channel, right? And a break of a channel typically means, explosive price action. We did get, a decent move to the downside, but we found support here, right? Which means this is strong support, which means strong support on the way down means it's going to be strong resistance on the way up, right? So that's just what I'm seeing. And then after all of that, after all of this, I think then we get a pivot into a fully impulsive move that takes us to the 50K region, 50 to 52K region, where then I think we turn around. So that's what I'm seeing on Bitcoin. Very quickly, let's look laterally to other big players in the crypto space, like Ethereum and Litecoin. Reason being, they have large market dominance, meaning they comprise a large percentage of the volume traded in cryptocurrency. So looking at what Ethereum and Litecoin is doing elucidates a bit of your Bitcoin analysis. So right now I'm seeing the same thing in Litecoin in ETH, except that this wave 1 extended to all the way to the 1. So this wave 3 rather extended all the way to the 1 Fibonacci extension of wave 1, which means that this technically in Ethereum can be a wave 3 or wave 4 right here. This can be a wave 4. So this is 1, 2, 3. We can be in wave 4 already in Ethereum, technically speaking, right? We can also be in wave 2 of 3, but we can also be in wave 4 just by virtue of the 1 Fibonacci extension. I hope that makes sense. So I'm seeing the same thing except for the technicality of possibly already being in wave 4, right? And in Litecoin, I'm seeing something similar, right? We've got our wave 1 printed, right? And wave 2. And again, we can technically already be in wave 4. We could have already printed a full wave 3 because this has reached the 1 Fibonacci extension of wave 1, right? I hope that makes sense. So this is what I'm seeing on Bitcoin and pretty much the rest of the crypto market. There's still more downside, right? And how much downside is there? Back to Bitcoin. I think that if you look at Bitcoin in terms of percentage, right, if you're playing out the whole 5-wave move down, we still have about 10 to 13% of downside remaining. But before our next big stop, and I think 39K is going to be strong support for that wave 4, we have about 7%. So just waiting carefully for this complex correction to play out. And it looks to me like if you go on the small time frames, on a 15-minute time frame, it's clear that we are getting a complex correction. And if you try to count it, I would say it's a W. I'd say that this all is an X. And what's playing out now is a Y. I think this Y is going to come up here, maybe to 43, right? But basically, I'm counting 3-wave structures. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's pretty much what I'm seeing on the charts. Hope this was helpful. Hope this was useful. Trade safely, my friends, and I wish you a great Saturday wherever you are. Bye.